finally, after what seems like an eternity, we're about to get qualifying underway for round 11 here in Shanghai. And a bit of a difference in terms of the format, courtesy of the inclement weather that has come in with an abundance here today. So instead of having group stages and then into the duels, it is only group stages of qualifying that we will have here today. And the session's 12 minutes long for the drivers. So Cassidy then out of the final corner. What's the lap time going to be for him? Evans has gone to the top of the pile with a 34. Cassidy betters it by nearly 1.5 seconds. And Verline also not looking too bad there either, just splits the two Jaguar cars. But you can see even down the start-finish straight, he's fishtailing away there, fighting for grip and traction.
There was a moment where Roland got a bit impeded by his teammate.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Nato's last at the moment, as we see De Vries having a spin at turn 7. Nato's last at the moment. I think Roland needs some space to get a clear reference, because, you know, what happens, Andre, when you're looking at another car in front, you're catching him, you don't realize actually that there's, you know, it's hard, isn't it, to get a clear reference of
It is, but I think it's still, I mean, it's not the last stage of, it is a bit the last stage of the session, but Nato is also probably trying to maybe make a gap in front or to have visibility, and then it bunches up.
Yeah, just swap. I don't know. I think Nissan should just go on the swap.
Ticked him very sideways through turn 5.
He'll get one more lap after this one.
Yeah, so. An interesting point I've just thought about as well is that Group B is coming on the way in a couple of minutes' time here, chaps, and track conditions are improving.
Are the fast people breaking the front grip? Are they just understeering and breaking the front grip?
So Tington's trying to find the right methods as he goes very sideways and off the track at turn 8.
So now, Tom, I think you were saying the next group will have better conditions. Looking at what's happening now,
it's getting worse.
It might be the opposite.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it, with the two different groups. If track conditions don't improve, which they've gotten categorically worse, as Roland backs out of his final flying lap, it's only 9th fastest for him. So that is going to be the third but last row of the grid for Oliver Roland, and the final row of the grid for his teammate Nato. This is where it all went wrong for Roland on his final flying lap. He got a snap of oversteer, and then he just had to continue correcting it for the rest of the corner through turn 7. And that's all she wrote for the championship leader. The upshot is it's Nick Cassidy who was fastest with a 1:31.3. Keep an eye out for the times in Group B to see whether they can get anywhere near to that, given the track conditions deteriorating at the end of that one. So then over to Group B qualifying. The driver who sets the fastest time in the groups will start this race on pole position. Just to remind you, no dual stages of qualifying as the green light comes on at the end of pit lane.
Recommend trying tighter lines. Seems to be more grip on tighter lines, especially 2-3.
So trying to keep the car a bit closer to the curb on the inside of the corner there for Freins. Goes up to 6th fastest after finding some time at the final sector. Let's have a look at David Beckman here in the Cupra Kiro. This is going through turn 5, which has caught a few drivers out, and catches Beckman out with a spin. And does he do a full 720? Not quite. Has a trip over the gravel there as well. Well, that is Sebastian Buemi, who's come to a stop. Has he had contact with the barrier?
He's missing a wheel.
He is, yeah.
Missing the front right wheel.
So I think he's had a technical failure there, according to the team radio. And then brake failure alarm. So he's not missing a wheel.
No, he's not missing a wheel.
No, it was just
a bit blurry.
Yeah, it was just the water on the camera lens there. But a technical problem there. You can see the dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree.
Well, De Grassi snuck through just before the red flag to pop up into 2nd place. So that's a good lap for him and the Lola Yamaha team.
Yeah, Taylor Barnard spinning around like a Beyblade at that first corner as well. Not the first driver to be caught out in these conditions. The problem is they're all trying to find track position then here, and De Grassi is scything through. It's like downtown Shanghai as they try to find some clear track in front of them. We heard it was marginal for 2 flying laps. One's going to be the optimum here, I think.
Yeah, no, I think they'll get to. I think they will get to. Look, there's a minute and 45. So, whoa, big snaking around there on the start-finish straight. Look at the rain coming down.
And the spray in front of the driver
Red
as well.
flag.
Yeah, another red flag. So the session has been suspended then, owing to track conditions,
Hi
presumably.
everyone, this is race control speaking. Sorry for that. We have now very heavy rain. Due to the safety reasons, we are forced to cancel to stop qualifying session Group B. Thank you very much.
And the upshot is that Antonio Felix da Costa ends Group B fastest ahead of Lucas de Grassi, John-Eric Verne and Stoffel van Dorn. Nico Müller in 5th place at the end of that session ahead of Freit, Barnard, Bird, Dennis Buemi, and then David Beckman in the Cupra Kiro, who we saw also ending up off track in that session as well. The upshot is the man on the left-hand side of your picture, Nick Cassidy, will start this race from pole position for the first time since London 2024. The final race of season 10 was the last time the Kiwi was on pole position, and let's see what he is going to be able to do for the E-Prix this afternoon. It's a golden opportunity for Jaguar here in Shanghai.